What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big NBA show. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. We got it all on this show. We got sides, totals, props. We move on. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Dallas Mavericks, 8-13 on the year, 6-7 on the road. Atlanta Hawks, 10-10, 5-5 at home. State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. And, man, the Hawks-Lakers game, those are the games that I absolutely love betting. I love betting them when the Hawks are playing in front of 10 and 11,000 fans, and then they get that sold-out State Farm Arena when the Lakers come to town. It's just one of my favorite spots to bet the Hawks in year after year after year, and it's one of my favorite as it's a sports fan to see. And it sucks seeing 1,000 people there and LeBron getting in a fight with some fat-lipped stunt. And I'm 100% on LeBron's side, and she's trying to get media off of it or whatever. But what LeBron said after the game was just perfect. And he had the perfect minute and a half little thing about how he loves it. They shouldn't have been kicked out. He wants fans back. Nice having fans back. It fuels him. And she's just some fucking fat lip fucking. All right, I'll edit myself there. So I'm 100% on. NBA's lucky to have LeBron, and I know he's got a lot of haters out there. I am not one of them. Mavericks, Hawks. Mavs pace last 5, 23rd in the NBA, 97.50 possessions. And how about Dwayne Wade saying that LeBron's better than he's ever been? I mean, that's just exciting stuff.
Right.
It's exciting stuff. Hawks pace last 5, 26th in the NBA, 97.18 possessions a game. Both teams playing slowly. Mavericks are coming off their sixth straight loss, 109-108 at home on Sunday. And I haven't given us the market moves here. We have Dallas opening up as 1.5-point favorites. That has moved to 2. There's still a couple books hanging that 1.5. This total opened up at 222.5 and has gone up to 223.5 and now 224s almost across the board. Mavs losing 6 straight, 109-108 at home to the Suns on Monday. 9th loss in their last 11 games. 4th straight loss at home. It's nice to get on the road again. We're still living in a pandemic, and that's not the same as it used to be. Right. You have a 4 or 5 game home losing streak. You get out on the road with the team. You go out for a nice dinner. You get to do, relax, shake it off, especially in Atlanta. And so I don't jump on this. Those trends that I loved, I'm not betting on this year. And I don't think that after a losing streak, it feels good to be on the road because you can't do shit. You can't do anything.
Can't talk to anyone. Yeah, you're isolated.
Yeah, so I don't. That's something that I've let go of. Booker won the game with a 3-pointer, 1.5 seconds left. What is Rick Carlisle doing? You've got to be kidding me. There's a foul to give.
Oh, man.
I don't know how, Cuban. We hold Rick Carlisle in really high regard. But I don't know if I have patience for that kind of a mistake. That is something that, if I had a kid playing in a 10-year-old kid, and it was the 10-year-olds were playing, and there's one guy who I knew could, hit daggers and game-winning shots, and you have a foul to give, and there's a second and a half, you don't foul that guy, I'm going to lose my shit. I'm going to have to be escorted out of the arena because I'm screaming at 10-year-olds.
You're AAU dad, bro.
Hey, man, but I couldn't. But I've had a bad few days in NBA. Right when I started hitting, and I'm angry, and that made me. And I didn't even have action on that game. But for all the people who had action,
I was on the other side. I appreciate them.
You were on the other side. I forgot. Okay, Doncic led the Mavericks with 25 points. Slow start, scored 2 points in the first quarter on free throws. Jay Rich scored a season-high 24 points. That's big for them. Kristaps Porzingis, 19 points. Maxi Kleber comes back. He'd missed 11 games due to health and safety protocols, so they have a full roster without any injury designations for the first time since December 4th, 2019. 425 days. Porzingis and Kleber started together for the first time this season. This is the Mavericks' 12th starting lineup, so they have excuses. I can
Right.
find excuses for the reason that this Mavs team is 8-13. The Hawks are 10-10, and if they had Bogdanovich and Chris Dunn, they would be in a playoff spot. Atlanta coming off 107-99 loss at home to Lakers on Monday. They've struggled to close out games. 7 of their 10 losses by single digits. Trae Young, 25 points, 16 assists. John Collins, 22.7 boards. Capella, 8 for 11, 16 points, 13 boards. And he picked up his third foul with 10 minutes left in the second quarter and spent that whole 10 minutes on the bench. Had he been rolling, I mean, he's putting up big numbers right now. DeAndre Hunter, non-surgical procedure on his right knee. We don't know how long he'll be out. Okongwu, Achilles soreness, and then Bogdanovich and Chris Dunn out. I want the Mavs. I want the Mavs to get right here against the Hawks, but I'd like to hear a breakdown, and I didn't pull the trigger because I wanted to hear a breakdown. Take it away, Wham. Mavericks Hawks.
What people don't understand is that me and you, we do not cap together. We do not cap together. So when we do lie on the same spot and we have the same reasoning, we kind of gotta go ahead and jump with it. So this is what I wrote down. Dallas have been struggling, but still playing well enough to close out close games. Just haven't been able to do it. Along with playing tough competition like Utah twice, Denver, Houston, who's right now ranked number one defense, and losing these two both to Suns. I mean, they're in like dramatic fashion towards the end of the game, like you're saying, man. We can give them credit for that. We could not even give them credit, but we can kind of give them a pass, honestly, because they're playing tough competition while still trying to get healthy. Now that they're healthy, their defense is just really what we got to see up here. I think they got the right tools, the right guys coming back, the right guys that's going to start the clicking. Josh Richardson, I'm glad he had a great game because we're going to need his production. And then along with all the other guys that they already been having, Powell, Kleber coming back is really good because they need some more spacing for Doncic, to be honest with you. But Doncic, I believe that he's going to get some help here. And if you look here at the other side, the Hawks, man, this is the funniest thing to be able to get yourself on the main stage playing this Laker team and also have something controversial happen afterwards. I think that feels even good for a team like the Young Hawks. But along with that, losing like these back and forth games and only winning because Rondo has mind control over Debo Westbrook, that's not good enough in my opinion, to be able to beat the top tier teams like this Dallas team. I think Dallas is a top tier team, along with losing one of their top tier players, DeAndre Hunter. That's big, man. I think that's the hugest blow for them that they've seen so far, and that's going to be the most adversity that they're going to experience as well. He played 60% of the minutes that they had in that span. When he's on the floor, they're going up four. They're going up 4 points on the offensive rating. When he's off the floor, the defense is getting better 4 points in offensive rating. So it looks like he's a big piece. We already mentioned last time that he was making it on the bulletin boards of these opponents. They're doubling him in the post. They're already getting some sort of respect. I think that is going to be a big blow. Not let alone that this Dallas team, I believe, they're just going to get up on the tempo. Their last 3 games, they're at 19 fast break points per game. Both of these opponents are allowing 113 points per game, so they're going to score points. It's just, are they going to shoot their shots? I think Atlanta has been shooting better in the three, but I think that this Dallas team is going to just come out and as a blazing and be able to hold this team to which they already at ranked number 2 in points in the paint, opposing points in the paint. So they're holding opponents to 36 points in the paint in the last 3 games. I think they're going to hold the Hawks points in the paint, and they're going to have to shoot those threes and make those shots. I don't think they're going to make those shots against this pretty tough defensive team in the Dallas Mavericks. We haven't seen it as of yet, but the unders have been hidden for Dallas. I believe in this meetings as well as in this matchup, the under hit the last 4 times. So that could be a possible historic stat to look into. I honestly would just say I'm going Dallas here. I'm taking a -1.5 if we're getting it around there. If we get around 120 at the money line, that'll be okay as well. But I'm leaning under 219 and I'm taking Dallas, bro.
I can get you the -1.5 and -110. It's available at both FanDuel and PointsBet. The -2 is at plus 100. Check out money lines here very quickly on the odds.com odds page. There I can get you -125 is the best I can get you.
I like no. I could take the -1.5. It's good enough for me.
Let's get that. I think that the Mavericks are going to come out hungry and angry. And I don't like doubling up on a team that's lost 6 straight. I think I'm going to first half and full game it. But right now for Wham, I'm getting him the -1.5 and -110. That's available at FanDuel. I think this is a first half full game spot for me on the Dallas Mavericks.